Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. On this 07.11.2025, current time is 06:05 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. That'd be the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside. This Friday, thank God it's Friday. We made it to the weekend, folks. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. I'm glad I got the lawn mowed yesterday, so I'm enjoying this morning. And we do have the morning coffee here this morning as far as that goes, and it's good to be here. I am Rich Roberts. Fireman Rich, at Fireman Rich over there on X, as well as here on Rumble and all those other fine social media platforms for the most part. If you want to know where else I post at, as far as on these interwebs, just Google at Fireman Rich or just check out the links on the various platforms you're on. And we're on 7 platforms this morning, a network of platforms, as I like to say. We're on Rumble Studio, or Rumble Studios out to Rumble, Locals, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook Live, X Live, and Kick. Why Kick? Just for kicks. We don't have the comments for um, X Live and Kick and Facebook. We do get the numbers for Facebook though, up there in the upper right hand corner over here, right up over here. You can see the 2 bottom ones. I called that a world. That's 2 chain links. That's Rumble, or that's Kick, and then uh, X Live or X there. That we don't get those numbers. We do get the numbers, but we don't get the comments from Facebook. So I got to look at Facebook. Let's go ahead and check out our Facebook over there right now. As far as I know, we don't get comments and stuff. Yep, there's the Facebook. X Live or X there. There we go. Let's go ahead and check out our Facebook. And we got the audio going there. And let's see, we look at X Live here. And X Live, we're up. Let's see. Okay, are we on X Live? Okay, yeah, we're on X Live, and we have nobody there as of yet, but that's okay. And then over on Kick, we'll bring up that dashboard, and we have nobody over. We're up at 78 people, followers. Wow, we're getting a couple people there on the replays that I see. So thank you very much for the people on Kick if you're watching this on the replay. Of course, this broadcast is also purposed over there on Spotify for Creators for our audio listening audience. And on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, right after the broadcast, I download it off of one of the platforms there, and I load it up and on Spotify for Creators. And it's over there on Spotify at Fireman Rich over on Spotify, folks. And as far as that goes, we appreciate those listens. And so we're on 7 channels. It still blows my mind as far as that goes with being able to broadcast on 7 platforms. And I hope everybody had a good Thursday yesterday, and also a good week so far. We're at the end of the weekend, like I said, and we made it to the weekend, and that's always a good thing. That's the whole objective there as far as that goes. I don't think I like it in studio mode. I've had it in single mode all this time, so we're gonna go ahead and go with it this way. As far as that goes, we'll go with it like that. I think that will work. Yeah, I think that will work right there. Okay, and the audio is good, the video is good on all the platforms, and we figured doing this, Monday and Wednesday during the course of the week, we finally get it right as far as going into the broadcast. And we're even early, really, at 5 minutes after 6. That's early compared to my previous broadcast starting. But we had a good week so far. I think other than the heat, it's still a heat factor. And let's see, I just seen this in the thing. Yeah, we got the Twitch going on in the background here as far as that goes, and um, Put that on max. There we go. We got Twitch going on the back now. And we have a good cup of coffee, folks. A great cup of coffee here. And we did do the lawns yesterday. Jack, here's Jack. Hi, Jack. How you doing? Huh? You gonna give me a bite? You gonna give me kisses? Huh? How you doing? It is foggy out though. We got fog this morning. A lot of fog. A lot of fog. We did have some rain overnight, I think, which is good because mow the lawn. It's hot. A little moisture keeps the lawn green, and it's looking nice. I like the way it's looking right now. So as far as that goes, it's so we got cloudy skies out there right now, and let's see, current temperature we have is around 68 degrees Fahrenheit, and which is comfortable. We don't have the fans on, or air, I don't know if the air conditioners are on or not, but we have a fan right over here that we have off as far as that goes, and but that's to get the air circulating. But for the most part, our air conditioners that we bought a year ago or 2 years ago, I think now, are working quite well. And the two older ones we have upstairs, they keep the upstairs somewhat tolerable as far as that goes. But currently 68 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 20 degrees Celsius. And I don't know if let's see, most cloudy this morning. Well, it's cloudy, but it's also foggy. Scattered thunderstorms developing this afternoon, as far as that goes. So developing thunder showers. What the hell? What do we have for on a current local? Yeah, we got some clouds going there. It's not moving though. I don't know why it's not moving. Okay, so there's the current weather setup, I guess. Let me try that again. Let's see. Is it gonna get cranking? Let's see. Can we refresh that? Let's refresh it. I'm not sure if that's moving or not. Okay, just refreshed it again and stuff. We don't have, okay, those are previous clouds. That's all foggy. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. When I refresh it, it goes. Okay, so we got some foggy weather going, and high of 88. So that means we're going to be in the 90s. It's going to be another hot day today, folks. It's July. It's summer. So, um, as far as that goes. So winds are light and variable. Chance of rain 40%. So we might get. It's going to be that moisture. It's going to be humid. The humidity will be coming in there. The sun rose this morning at 5:41 a.m. We're going backwards on that in the morning sunrise. So, but 5:41 a.m. the sun rose, which is let's see, it's 20. It's 19. It's 32, about 32 minutes ago. 32 minutes ago, the sun rose here in the southern tier of upstate New York, and the sun will be setting later tonight at 8:42 p.m. as far as that goes. Our world times and temperatures as I speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:14 a.m. Cloudy skies in Honolulu, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona, it's we got clear skies at 3:14 a.m. currently there in Phoenix, but it's a hot one still. It's 93 degrees Fahrenheit, and this is at 3:14 in the morning. Oh my God, that's our daily temperature today. Oh Lord. Chicago, Illinois, the windy city of Chicago at 5:14 a.m. Cloudy skies in Chicago, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the concrete jungle, as I call it, at 6:14 a.m. At 6:14 a.m. here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside, we have cloudy skies with a little sun peeking through, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And going across the pond, Cork, Ireland, at 11:14 a.m. Cork, Ireland, it's sunny and clear, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And over in Milan, Italia, that's Italy, folks. At 12:15 p.m. Mangia, lunchtime in Milan, and and I've been to Milan. Milan's a beautiful city. I ran a half marathon there years back in my early career in the Air Force, United States Air Force. But in Milan, it's sunny and clear, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Skipping over to Kuala Lumpur at 6:15 p.m. currently. Sunny and clear, 93 degrees Fahrenheit in Kuala Lumpur. In Tokyo, Japan at 7:15 p.m. Let's see. In their evening, it's cloudy skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit, and down under on the great continent in the great country of Australia, great friends and allies to the United States of America, and we do appreciate it, Australia. In Melbourne, 8:16 p.m. Cloudy skies with a little clearing peeking through the clouds, 54 degrees Fahrenheit, and over in Sydney, Australia, to the east of Melbourne, Sydney at 8:16 p.m. in their evening. Clear skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit, and those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. So there we go. We got we do have a thought for today. It comes from somebody that um, he's a Hong Kong American martial artist and actor. This guy was a badass back in his day, okay? He was one of the original bad boys back in the day. And that's Bruce Lee. Was a Hong Kong American actor, director, martial art, and boy, did he know martial arts, and philosopher, who is credited with changing how Asian people were portrayed in American films. Lee's martial arts skills and roles in movies like Enter the Dragon and The Chinese Connection made him an international icon, and he was a good guy. I liked him. He was one of those young boy heroes, I guess you could say, as far as that goes. He kicked Wilt Chamberlain's ass in the movie. I forget which one that was. But Bruce Lee, we do have a thought for the day, and I think it's a good one. I really do. As soon as I read it, it's like, whoa, that's the one for today. I think it's the first one I looked at in the queue, and it popped up. And let's see, it goes as follows: balance your thoughts with action. If you spend too much time thinking about a thing, you'll never get it done. I think there's some truth there, right? Let me read that again. Balance your thoughts with action. Action. If you spend too much time thinking about a thing, you'll never get it done. Bruce Lee. Now, last night I watched, what did I watch on TV last night? Top Gun Maverick. And that was one of the thoughts in the movie towards the end where Rooster, or Maverick was telling Rooster, um, don't think, just do. And I think we've heard that before in Star Wars, right? Don't think, do. And that's, but you got to keep, you have to keep a balance. You got to balance your thought with actions. You can't just think about it. You have to do, okay? Carry out your actions as far as that goes. And pretty much it emphasizes the importance of action and executing alongside thought and planning. It highlights that executive overthinking can excessive not executive. They do overthink the executives in some places, but excessive overthinking can lead to inaction and prevent goals from being achieved. The quote encourages a balance between contemplation and decisive movement towards a desired outcome or goal. So some very wise words from Bruce Lee. We thank him. We say God bless and Godspeed. Let's see now. What else we got on the agenda here? National Day for today. Let's see. Yesterday was National Kitty Cat Day. We took one of the cats, Dora, one of the 5 cats we have, to the vet, and she didn't really, no cats like the vet as far as that goes. Let's see. This goes on this side. Is that side? No, that's this side. Let's go this side. Makeup. So Dora went to the vet on National Kitty Cat Day yesterday. But today, let's see, we got quite a few. National 7-Eleven Day. Now the nearest 7-Eleven is the next county over. So collector car appreciation day. I got gas yesterday at the gas station, and there was this 1967. It was a Mustang, and it was nice. It was it wasn't a bright yellow or a school bus yellow, but it was right in between. It was the actual. I was talking to the owner there at the gas pump after I got done getting gas for the lawnmower. And I just love saying, hey, I appreciate the just looking at the car. It's one of those old muscle cars, I guess, that because I guess I was filling up the gas can, and I heard this rumble. I said, "Oh, here comes a beat up truck or something like that," because you can smell the fumes. And then when I got up and I turned, it's like, "Whoa, look at this car!" It was nice. So we got Collector Car Appreciation Day. I did appreciate that car yesterday. We got National Mojoet Day. That's some type of drink. Then we got All American Pet Photo. Those are all good ones. We're gonna go with National French Fry Day today. Who doesn't like a good French fry? And McDonald's doesn't necessarily have the best French fries, folks. I have to say that now. Back in the day, I can say they had the best, but let's just say there's a lot of places where I go where their French fries are just the best. I would say Wendy's and Burger King's are almost better. Wendy's are probably the best, in my opinion, at this point in my life. But on the second Friday in July, we recognize an American favorite known as the French fry of National French Fry Day, as far as that goes. Hashtag French Fry National French Fry Day. French fry is also known as chips, fries, finger chips, or French fry potatoes. I call them French. I call them fries or French fries. Are are batons of deep fried potatoes. No matter what we call them, they're commonly fixtured as fast food restaurants and loyal by all ages. Yeah, they're good, but you eat too many of them, especially when you're older. They're not good for you. Um, you got dipping sauce. I just put some ketchup once in a while. That's what ketchup is good for, is for French fries. I don't know. People put ketchup on their hot dogs, and it's like I can't understand that as far as that goes. So today is National French Fry Day. So go to your local McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, or your favorite restaurant. I tell you, when we go to the Beer Tree up there at the Oakdale Commons, that's the bar. Well, it's a brewery, microbrewery with a great restaurant. They make a fantastic burger. We had cheeseburgers. Was it cheeseburgers last night or just burgers? I think it was burgers. The missus made up some burgers last night that were, the burger I had was great. We had a salad instead of French fries. So, um, but I do get the French fries every once in a while now. I don't get them as much as I did before, but they had good French fries. They have there's something called loaded French fries now. You can get they got all this gobbledygook on it. Just give me the regular, give me the regular potato French fry. That's what I like. So have a good National French Fry Day today. Okay, let's see. Yesterday we did have the audio podcast, and that was over there on Spotify for Creators. Like I said, we repurpose the audio from this broadcast on Monday, Wednesday, Friday over there at Spotify for Creators, and we appreciate Spotify for that. And I've been over, well, before Spotify for Creators. It used to be the old Anchor app, but we it's sort of a mini version of what we do here. The thought for the day, the weather, the meet and greet with a cup of coffee there, and the National Day and all that, and then a little bit of history and sports and stuff. But we don't go in here on the live stream. We go into the various the second half of the second half or second part of the broadcast here. We go into local events that are going on here via the local news web pages, which full disclosure, I have no affiliation with them. Okay, I just want to make that, but they do paint a picture presenting them here of where I live at as far as that goes, and that's the whole purpose. But on the audio side, I just I pick out a unique story, an interesting story, a good story. Most cases, a science story, an environmental story. Yesterday was about the James Webb Telescope, which is a fantastic piece of hardware that's up there in outer space. But they found that it debuted, and I guess they must have knew this was going on. It had the capability, but it has a new trick. It blocks out the stars and photographs. Okay, what happened here? My thing just went down. Huh. It photographs the planets around. So it has this capability. It'll zoom in on a star, and a star is basically, we look up in the sky, we see a star every morning. A star rose this morning. Our sun is a star, but it blots that out and the light, and then you can see the light that's behind that light that you just blocked out. And in this case, they think they've seen a planet as far as that goes. It blocks out stars and photographs their planets. They think because it's blurry. Because you think they're looking at something thousands and millions of light years away. So that little blurb, it could be because normally how they've determined where there's an exoplanet is that the planet, they'll see the star, okay, and they'll see the planet when it crosses in front of the star. They can't see the planet, but they see a distortion of the star itself, the bright light of the star. Well, in this case, they actually see the planet when they block out the sun or the star, and and it's circling. And in this case, it's just a trick that they can do, and I think that's going to help them look at things. And what does it do? Was a stat there? Oh, well, on this particular star they were looking at, it was 111 light years from Earth, and the chance, with an outstanding chance, the object being a background, it could be a background galaxy, more than 0% that could be a galaxy, because just the way it looks, it's just like a blot of orange. And so they think that's once they blot out the sun comes out this way. It's a reflection off of that body. But so far, astronomers have detected well over 5,000 exoplanets so far. Each one has been done through the indirect method that I just talked about, the transient method, where the transient method sees an astronomer trains a telescope on a star and monitors for a predictable drop in the level of light from the star that would indicate the planet orbiting, passing through in front of the planet. And then there's also a transit method can also work through the measurement of the gravity, because they can take readings from the light that's being thrown out. There's a lot of science in there. So that was a pretty interesting article on the audio podcast. What are we doing, Jack? You want to come up here? Did you get done? Are you good? Oh, it's time for the morning nap. He's getting in the chair over here. Okay, let's see what else we got. We got go to history here. We got 100 years ago. As of right now, we have nobody in the chat for Friday. I mean, Wednesday was like that. Monday, I think we had a pretty good conversation and stuff like that. So this must be a sort of an off day today. So, which is no problem. We're going to continue on with the broadcast as far as that goes. The folks that are watching this on the replay, you're the first ones that've seen it thus far, because we are showing one person on Rumble, one person on Locals, one person on Twitch. And let me see. Let me check the X Live. We do have one person on X Live, I believe, now. Yeah, we have one person on X Live. Thank you very much over there on X Live. And on Kick, where we get our kicks. Oh, we have one viewer on Kick now. So, okay. So, X, Kick, and Facebook, we don't have anybody, because that would show up on the thing. Nobody on YouTube. But we do have one person, and see, like I said, over there in the upper right-hand corner there, as you can see right over here, X and Kick, which is the two chain links, the green chain link together. There's indicated none, but I got a tab open on my main computer here, my main PC, that shows me there's one person over there. So we do appreciate it as far as that goes. And let me put that on the comments. And let me see. Let me check. Oh, that's over on the on X Live. And appreciate that over there on X Live. We got one viewer and one viewer on. So let's see. Put this on. Okay, there we go. We're back. We're going to go ahead and do 100 years ago. I don't have that set up as of yet. Let's see if I can get that going here. I usually set this up beforehand. Okay, there we go. There's that one. I don't think they have the introduction in it. Okay. All right. We're setting it up here. We don't need to be... I usually have this set up beforehand and stuff like that. So let me set this up. And let's see. You got the second one, 100 years ago. No, that's June 27th. I don't want June 27th. Let's see. This is for June 9th, which would be Wednesday, this past Wednesday. They have these come out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we play them here. We also play them over there on the audio podcast yesterday. So the audio podcast yesterday got a first view or first listen to 100 years ago as of Wednesday. So we're going to be bringing that here as far as that goes. And let's go ahead and get this in the present mode. Let's see. I am starting to get used to this new setup that I have for the audios, because on the intro to the broadcast, I can't hear the music, but I know what's being played anyway. I played it enough times in the outro and stuff like that. But when I listen to it from the laptop over here in the earbuds, Captain Rehab is in the house. There he is. Let's see. I just saw him pop up here. And Thamer, good morning, Thamer. Thamer is here, coming in from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Thank you, Thamer. And then we have Captain Rehab. Captain Rehab, thank you very much. Good morning. And Captain Rehab says good morning to the missus. She already told me good morning to all because the air conditioners are out there, so she can't really hear us, Captain Rehab. So she already said, say good morning to everybody for me and stuff. So thank you very much for that, Captain Rhea. Appreciate it. I hope you guys are doing good. We're just getting you just in time for 100 years ago. So we're going to go ahead and present that here as far as that goes. And let's see, we got that there. Let me put that right there. Go back here and shut off the... and Captain Rehab's laughing his ass off. How you feel? You feeling better, Captain Rehab? You said the other day there was it the other night there, I guess, when I was broadcasting Lord of the Rings. I did broadcast Wednesday night Lord of the Rings. And Captain Rehab popped in along with Pot Bowen, who was a Lord of the Rings online broadcaster there. And you said you weren't feeling all that great, so I hope you're feeling better. If you're giving the smiley face there, as we see in the video there, you can see Captain Rehab's laughing. So he's in good spirits this morning. He's probably at work. Or did you take today off also? You said you took the other day off because you weren't feeling well. So let's see here. We got no, we don't want that. Okay, there we go. And let's see, Captain Rehab says that we'll find out. Oh, okay, you had that taken care of. Okay, yeah, that's good. So just stay in good spirits there and see what the results are, and as far as that goes. Are you you just take care of it as it comes along. Believe me, I've been there. So I told you the other night. with my cancer. You got things that pop up, you got to take care of them and stuff like that. And so it's just good to see that you're in good spirits with the happy faces there. So let's go ahead and do 100 years ago from Fox. How come that thing? I thought I turned that off. I turned that. Oh, there it is. Okay, now it's off. Okay. All right. So let's do 100 years ago from Wednesday and see what's going on with Roger Luther. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, folks. I got to make sure I turn off the, I got to make sure I mute the, let me start this over again. And let me bring up this so I can see, I can listen to it. Because I can't listen to this right now. I have, here we go. Here's 100 years ago, as of June 9th, 2025.
100 years ago today, a dog quarantine and curfew is now in effect throughout Broome County. All dogs must be locked up after sunset, and dog catchers have orders to dispose of any dogs found running loose without identification tags. Last year, the cost to Broome County for sheep killed by dogs was nearly $5,000. A large palm plant was stolen from the front porch of a residence on Court Street last night. Police believe it was the work of an East Side gang of boys that has been destroying flower beds in that vicinity over the last 2 months. Broome County Beekeepers Association will hold a picnic at Ross Park next week. And finally, the Buffalo Bill Wild West Show is coming to Binghamton next week, along with a circus that features trained wild animals. That was the news, July 9th, 1925.
There we go. That didn't, that, okay. Well, I'm getting back to, getting back to, getting back to getting used to this as far as the presentation. But let's see, 100 years ago, dog quarantine. Um, I guess they had a big problem with dogs back in the day. And what nearly 5,000, and I think 100 years later, that $5,000 they're talking about, that's like $92,000 today. I think yesterday we did the calculations on the audio podcast, and as far as that goes, and um, so that's a lot of money back in the day. They 5,000. But I've lived here. I grew up here in the Southern Tier, and this has been there's been a couple of these where they talk about the sheep farmers here in the Southern Tier, and there's mostly dairy farms. I guess back in the day it was sheep, but now there's cows. I mean, within a 5-10 minute drive from where I'm at, there's at least 6 working dairy farms. Okay, here in Tioga County. Um, is dogs allowed in public transport in New York? Um, if they're what do they call them, a comfort animal or something like that? There's strict regulations, I guess. But you can't take your average uh, pet dog when you're going for a walk on the subway. No, no. But if it's a what do they call it? It's a comfort. They're not what do they call, it's not comfort dog. It's a term for it. I can't think of what it is. Um, it keeps a person calm and stuff like that. A lot of military folks have those type of animals. It keeps them in what do they call? Let me see. Comfort. Let's see. Comfort dog. What are they called? Comfort or companions. Let's see. What do they call that? Therapy. They're therapy dogs. They're animals that they're with the persons to keep them, you know, balanced, I guess, or something like that. So, as far as veterans, they have the post uh, uh, dramatic syndrome there and stuff like that, PSTD or something like that. Um, will have an animal such as that. And they're allowed in workplaces too here in the United States, as far as that goes. And matter of fact, where I worked at the day job, there was a couple people that they brought their dogs in, and we got reports on our daily sheets here. Yeah, there's somebody complaining about this kind of like, well, let them complain. They're well within um, the the parameters that they can bring them in and stuff like that. They already have clearance and all that stuff. So that was 100 years ago. And let's see, a large palm tree was stolen from the front porch. It's that gang of boys. And they call it, what do they call it? They named it, they had the East Side Gang there in Binghamton. Court Street is in Binghamton. So police believe it was the work of the East Side Gang boys. And they destroying flower beds and stuff like that, just being reckless. And then they did have the Broome County Beekeepers Association holded a picnic in Ross Park, and I think it was right after Ross Park was a zoo, is also a zoo, as far as that goes. So there we have it for 100 years ago, and thank you, Roger Luther, as far as that goes. So let's see. So in some cases, dogs are allowed on the public. This is down in let's see. Dogs are like kids. You have to take care of them all the time. Yeah, but they're smart. They're smart as far as we had Max, Miss Max, love Max. He was our dog. He was a part of the family. I didn't look at him as a pet. He was a part of the family and stuff like that. So. But to your question before that, Thamer, is dogs allowed on public transportation in New York? Yeah, they can go on, even throughout the state. It's a state law that they're allowed if they're for the therapy of the individual. And usually those animals are very docile and stuff. They're not, you're not going to get a German Shepherd or, well, you very rarely get a German Shepherd or something but they're going to be a small dog or something like that. And they call them their comfort animal or therapy animal or something like that. And it's just, I guess it just calms the person and stuff like that. Let's see, more history in the news, or no more history for this day. We have in 1864, "Get down, you fool," was shouted to him as Abraham Lincoln survived in battle as the only U.S. president to come under enemy fire. He was on the border or in the battlegrounds there during the Civil War, as far as that goes. Bulldogs are worse than German Shepherds. Yeah, I think bulldogs are the tough street fighter type dogs. But I tell you, I've seen some German Shepherds when I was in, the military dogs. Those German Shepherds, you don't want to mess with those German Shepherds. And Dobermans, they can be pretty fierce, I guess. You don't want to mess with a Doberman, as far as that goes. Bulldog, yeah, okay. So bulldogs are worse than. But President Abraham Lincoln in 1864, he came under enemy fire, in a battle during the Civil War. So Abraham Lincoln, my favorite president, as far as that goes. He was just the president that was the right president for the right time to keep these here United States of America together, as far as that goes. He's a very, very good story there with that president, as far as that goes. I've done a lot of history research on him and stuff like that, and the story is just all the things that he had to overcome just before becoming president was overwhelming. So he's the only president that was on the battleground that survived and in battle under enemy fire. Let's see. In 1914, Babe Ruth made his debut appearance in the Major League Baseball. He began his career as an outfielder or an outstanding pitcher. A lot of people don't realize he was a pitcher and twice winning 20 games, but wanted to play every day, so converted to an outfielder. He responded by breaking the Major League single-season home run record in 1919. His career record of 714 home runs stood for 39 years and other batters and some pitchers' records remain unbroken till today. So he was a baseball player, and as far as that goes, Stammer says here we have local hunting dogs called Saluki, very fast. Okay, yeah, the hunting dogs those are the smarter ones, I think, the hunting dogs, because they're trained to, they know what their purpose is, I guess, as far as that goes. So let's see. In 1922, the Hollywood Bowl opened. That's a stadium out there in LA. In 1960, this is a classic piece of literature. To Kill a Mockingbird was written by Harper Lee, was first published. That's a very unique story. I remember reading that in junior high school. Had to do a book report on it too. I think we all did. And 1962, transatlantic satellite television was transmitted for the first time. And in 1977, this is because he was assassinated back in 1968. The summer of 68 was a bad. Both him and Bobby Kennedy were assassinated, but Dr. Martin Luther King was post afterwards. After it was awarded to him afterwards, the Medal of Freedom, 1977. That would be Jimmy Carter then. Jimmy Carter was the president then. God bless him. God bless Dr. Martin Luther King. Godspeed to both of them. 1985, Nolan Ryan was the first major league pitcher to earn 4,000 strikeouts in a career. And it was in 1995, full diplomatic relations were established between the United States and its former enemy, Vietnam. Vietnam is a very good trading partner with the United States right now. They have lifted their tariffs. One of the first, I think they are the first that lifted their tariffs, and it's an open market for the United States. So we appreciate that, Vietnam. We were enemies at one time, but we're friends now, and that's usually the case. Well, you look back in history, the UK, the British, we're enemies against the British. We're very good friends and allies now with the UK and Japan during World War II. They were a fierce enemy during that war, but we are close allies in the Pacific Rim area as far as that goes. And so Vietnam. Diplomatic relations back in 1995, and both countries are benefiting from that. So it's sort of a model for other countries to follow. Let's see, on the AP side, let's see what we got on the AP side. In history, let's see. July 11th, 1995, the UN designated safe haven of Serbian in Bosnia-Herzegovina fell to Bosnia Serb forces, who subsequently carried out the killings of more than 8,000 Muslims. And so that was a bad war there. So that was taken care of. Those Bosnia bad guys were brought to justice as far as that goes. Oh yeah, that's saying "Good morning, Vietnam" from Robin Williams. Oh my God, that's a classic saying right there, Thammer. Yeah. Good morning, Vietnam. Let's see, in 1798, the U.S. Marine Corps was formally reestablished by a congressional act that created the United States Marine Band. Let's see, in 1804, Vice President Aaron Burr mortally wounded former Treasury Secretary Alexander Hamilton, who I think later passed away during a pistol duel in New Jersey. Hamilton died the following day. That's Burr and Hamilton did not get along at all back in the day, as far as that goes. And I think in the play, musical, and movie of Hamilton, it shows that. I visited Hamilton's, or was it? Yeah, I think it was Hamilton's home up there in Albany, New York. We talked about Babe Ruth. Um, talked about To Kill a Mockingbird. 1972, the World Chess Championship opened as Grandmaster Bobby Fischer of the United States and defending champion Boris Spassky of the Soviet Union began to play in Iceland. Fischer won after 21 games. He won that championships, and I remember that as a kid. That was a big deal back in the day, a very big deal, and as far as chess. And that's about it for history. Let's see, what are we doing on time? Well, 48, we can do the sports here. Let's go ahead and get the sports out of the way. Major League Baseball, let's see, starting on Wednesday night. Let's see, Captain Rehab's Phillies. Oh my God, they crushed the Giants there Wednesday night, Captain Rehab. 13-0. Wow. Yankees beat the Mariners just Wednesday night, 9-6. That's good. I like hearing them winning now. And the Mets, did they play? They did not play Wednesday. Yesterday, Thursday, the Mets lost to the Orioles 3-1, and they had a doubleheader, and they lost the second game 7-3. So there was a doubleheader yesterday. Yankees continue winning against the Mariners 6-5, and the Phillies, I don't think they played. They did not play yesterday. Today we're going to have, and this is the teams playing going into the weekend. The Mets and Royals. Mets are out there in Kansas City. And the Yankees, who are they playing? Phillies are going to be playing the Padres out in California. That's tonight at 9:40. Mets will play tonight at 8:10 out in Kansas City. Yankees are off today. No, the Yankees are hosting the Cubs at 7:05 tonight, and that's who they play through the weekend. And we'll follow up on what the results are on Monday's morning coffee broadcast. Let's see. Thammer? Did you and Captain Rehab? Did you watch the? I watched Sinner beat the American yesterday. Shelton, he was ranked number 10, and Sinner, he can play. I watched this game yesterday, and let me turn this off and bring up the sports here real quick. So there's the results of yesterday's men's quarterfinals, as far as that goes. I didn't the first game, this Serbian Djokovic, whatever his name is, he won 6-2, 7-5, 6-3. And then Sinner, this is the game I watched right here. This is a game Sheldon, he was holding his own, but Skinner just had a slight advantage. He was playing real hard. It went to 3 sets. First set 7-6, 6-4, the second set, and then 6-4. So that was a good one. The women's for yesterday, you had today another American will play Tyler, ranked 5. Okay, we'll check that out here in a minute. I'm just going over yesterday's scores here, Thammer. Well, let's see. This is Wednesday. Or Thursday. Let's see, Thursday. This was a good game right here. No, this game right here. The American lost to the I think this she's from Belarus. She's ranked number 1. And let's see, in the men's single, what's that for today? Okay, yeah, this is the game you're talking about. T. Fritz. He's playing the Spaniard. Yeah. Playing Taylor. Another American will be playing Taylor. No, this is the only American that's playing today. Is T. Fritz, according to the schedule, Thammer. So who's this American will be playing Tyler? Who's Tyler? I don't see a Tyler. Is that the women? Is that in the women's? That could. No, there's no women's play tonight. It's semifinal games. Okay, is that a women's or male? Because this is what's scheduled for today. There's no women's scheduled for today. The men's single, This is the only two games that are playing. The only American that's playing. No, let's see. Let's get back to today. Are these two games right here? Fritz and the Spaniard are playing. This is the game to watch right here. These are the semifinals right here. You got Sinner and the Serbian. So who's Tyler? The American will play Tyler, ranks 5th. Oh, okay. Tyler, that's his first name. Fritz. Today, another American will play Tyler, ranks 5th. Well, Tyler's playing. Okay, this guy right here, Tyler, he's playing the Spaniard, who's number 2. The Spaniard is ranked number 2. No, it's men's game playing against Yeah, that's what I'm saying right here. Tyler Fritz. He's the American playing against the Spaniard. Yeah, that's okay. We got it straight. This is the game you're talking about right here, and this is the one. This will be a good game right here. This is going to be kicking off at 8:30, so I'll be having the TV on. It's 2 good games today. I think the Spaniard's going to win this one, and I think Sinner. This should be a big game right here, I think. Okay, because the Serbian here, I think he's Serbian, right? Yeah, Novak, a Serbian professional. Yeah, that's the tip. Okay, there we go. That's the tip game. We'll keep tabs at that. That's the tip game. Exactly. I agree, Thammer. Tip game. I'll keep track of that one. So yeah, he's the Serb dude. We call him the Serb. I can't pronounce. His first name is Novak. He's from Serbia. He has been ranked as the world's #1 men's single. And for a record of 428 weeks across a record of 13 different years. And this should be a good game. The old man and the young lad, as far as that goes. So I'm excited. This is a very interesting game. So I'm glad you guys got me into watching the tennis bit here, because that's going to be probably the premier game. And then probably Sunday, it's going to be the Spaniard against the Serb. The D is silent. Oh, Joe. Oh, okay. Jovic. Okay, Jovic. Novik Jovic. I guess that's how you call it. The D is silent. Okay, thanks. You know I can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce these words worth crap and stuff. So it's just that's going to be interesting, though. But there's our Wimbledon on Sunday. But there's also something else happening on Sunday. And what that is moving on. The FIFA Club World Cup final is playing, and it's going to be between these two teams, Chelsea and Paris. Those are the teams that are going to be playing this Sunday at down there in East Rutherford, New Jersey, at MetLife Stadium. There's 85 people they can pack in there, and they pack them in for this tennis match. This will be on Sunday at 3 o'clock. So I'll be bouncing back and forth. I don't think the tennis match is going to be... It might still be going on at 3 o'clock. So I'll be bouncing back between the tennis match on Sunday for the men's final at Wimbledon and this FIFA Cup World Club. But that's at 3 o'clock. You can watch this, Stammer, on... what's that channel called? NASDN or something like that? Let's see. TV... What's the thing? DAZN. There we go. DAZN. That's the thing. And it's also going to be on TBS. I'll probably watch it on TBS. But DAZN, it's they have the exclusive rights, so I think you can get that over there in Saudi Arabia. But Chelsea, I'm rooting for Chelsea because they're coming out of the Premier League, and as far as that goes, and such. Let's see. Yeah, American. Yeah, there's an American that owns Chelsea, and Qatar owns the French club. Okay, so it's going to be the American against the Qatar. Okay, thanks for that. That's interesting. We, as far as an American owning Chelsea, I'm rooting for Chelsea though. Who are you rooting for in that match there, Thammer? Are you rooting for And if Captain Rehab there, he's probably back to work right now. He's probably listening in the background, laughing his ass off. But I'm going to be rooting for Chelsea as far as that goes. And let's see. I don't want that. I want there we go. So let me know who you're going to be rooting for. I think Chelsea. I've seen Paris play. Paris Saint-Germain, the PSG. PSG is a good team. I've seen them play against Manchester. Or no, Paris Saint-Germain, they're the national European they're the European champions. I saw them play in the European Championship. That's right. I forget the team they played against. I think it was the Spanish team. So a lot of sports going on still, even though, a little bit of baseball, but we got some tennis and soccer that we're keeping tabs on until we get American football back, which I think they're starting to come into the camps there. Let's see. Thamer says, I have been following Chelsea since 2002 when it was owned by the Russian billionaire. So is that who you're rooting for as far as to win? I'd like to see Chelsea win because they represent the Premier League. I'm a Manchester City fan, and so I know they Manchester City battles against Chelsea. But I was talking to Wingnut the other day, my PUBG Battlegrounds playing partner, and he agreed. He wants Chelsea to win also. So I think it'd be good. Yeah, I would say they're the top team because they've got a championship there. Yeah, you want Chelsea? Yes, but PSG are top. Yeah, I would say too because they did win the world or the European championship there. So, and I saw them play and they played pretty good. So this should be a pretty good matchup. I think I've seen Chelsea play. They play pretty good, but I don't know. These guys the PSG might romp on them and stuff like that. So. That's pretty good. So there's our sports, folks. And we're right up here at 1 hour. So I'm going to go ahead and take a break. And as far as that goes, and we will be right back. I appreciate the input on the sports there, Thamer. And also Captain Rehab, you and Thamer get me into listen to tennis because tennis is pretty exciting. I watched a little bit. I'm not watching a lot, but let's just say tennis is a lot more exciting than the UFL. The UFL just was flat. It did suck, but it just was flat. There's some excitement here in the in tennis play, as well as in the soccer realm. So, all right, we'll be right back. Just hold tight, and I got to take a little bit of a break here, check the cat boxes, and get a. Let's see, how's my coffee? Yeah, I gotta get another cup of coffee. So I'll refresh my coffee here. We'll be right back, guys. And that's it for the music. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios for the second half of the broadcast of the Friday morning coffee for 07.11.2025 at Rumble Video broadcast. And Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X, a mainstay for posting on these interwebs. But I do post on other platforms. If you want to find out what they are, just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see a whole list of platforms, or whatever platform you're on that has the main platforms that I'm on. I do have a public Facebook, The Real Fireman Rich. Let's go ahead and check that out as far as the live stream. It's working good, and we're over there on X Live, where we have let's see, on the X Live we have 2 people over there on X Live. Thank you very much, X Live. And over in Kick, what do we have in Kick? We still have 1 person. Oh, we got 2 people over in Kick. Thank you, Kick, for being for hanging out. Greatly appreciate it. And see, over on the other platforms, you can see in the upper right-hand corner, we have 1 person on local, or 1 person on Rumble, 1 person on locals, and 2 people over there on Twitch. We do appreciate the viewership as far as that goes. And the people that watch on the replay, thank you very much. That means a lot. We get a lot of good replays. And the people that are listening over there on the audio pod version of this, we upload the audio on Spotify right after the broadcast. It's up on the within the we download it like 5 minutes after we're off the air, and then I post it up there on Spotify for Creators, which is part of Spotify, at Fireman Rich over on Spotify. So we're on our second half here. Got my coffee, and we'll check into a few articles here from various news agencies, local news agencies here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Full disclosure, I have no association with them as far as that goes. And let's see what we got here. Let's see, we got okay, we have a golf course or golf tournament going on. It's called Dick's Sporting Goods, the Dick's Sporting Goods golf tournament there at Endwell Golf Course in Endicott. It's part of the PGA, but we're going to go ahead and look at an article. I think that bled in. I'm sorry about that. Got the young lady there that wasn't in 100 years ago, but she's in this article. But we're going to go ahead and there's going to be a few articles about the golf tournament that's going on right now. It's a PGA seniors golf tournament there in Endwell Golf Course in Endicott, New York. Now there is an Endwell community right next to Endicott, but the Endwell Golf course is in Endicott. So it's all part of the southern tier of upstate New York. So let's go ahead and listen to this one. And I gotta make sure that this is muted.
Let's
Okay,
now head
that is
over to
muted.
Enjoy
Okay,
Golf
here we
Course,
go.
where one local family business, Sam A. Lupo and Sons, are serving up tens of thousands of people for the 38th year. Fox 40's Mike White joins us live from the course grill side. Mike.
Yeah, thanks, Brooke. Just about 10 minutes ago, we put some chicken and pork on the grill here at Enjoy Golf Course, and this is all a part of Lupo Speedy's 38-year tradition of serving the Dick's Open, which includes serving over 4,000 pounds of food to the tens of thousands here in attendance. And joining me right now is the master griller of them all, Elliot Lupo. Elliot, let's start off with that tradition first. 38 years, you being a part of it for 22. What does it mean to continue to come back here and serve all these people here?
Oh, it feels great. I mean, I've only been part of it for 22 years of my career. Every year I look forward to it. I mean, it's a great event. There's great people every year. I mean, I'm cooking for some of the best golfers in the world. It's really, truly a great tradition.
Yeah, absolutely. And 4,000 pounds of food, that's nothing to sniff at. That's a lot of food, and there's a lot of people coming to here. How do you prepare all of this leading up to this weekend? What goes into the preparation for the chicken, the pork, all the speedies? What goes into that?
Well, just about a year and a half ago, we bought a new piece of equipment. It's a water jet cutter. It cuts all the chicken for us. Super high tech, super convenient. We cut about 1,200 pounds an hour with it, with less employees. Then we marinate it, package it, and we do it right down the road here on Dixon Street.
Yeah, I think it's time to try some speedies. Let's get the speedies going. Is it time to try? I think the meat's looking pretty good. Let's try some of the speedies. Yeah, absolutely. Now he is getting the rolls for the speedies in just a couple of seconds, where we will try. The pork is on this side and the chicken is on this side, so we'll be trying both. And let's see if this.
Yep, those are the Southern Tiers. That's what speedies are looking like on the grill there, folks.
Seconds, and
it's
let's
a
see
Southern
what all
Tier
the tens of
tradition,
thousands of people
speedy
are about
sandwiches.
to enjoy this upcoming weekend. And they're rolling it in the wrapper right now, and here it is. Now, is this a chicken speedy?
That's a chicken speedy.
Perfect. Very good. Juicy.
And, ooh, they're so good.
Tender.
We dropped one of the speedies.
Very good, very well
Not paying
seasoned.
attention.
I'm not from here originally, but this is definitely one of the best speedies I've ever had. So this is amazing, Elliot. Thank you so much. I'm going to continue enjoying these speedies here at Enjoy, but I'm going to send it back to you at the studio, Brooke. But for now, reporting at Enjoy Golf Course, Mike White.
Let's now head
Okay, so there's that's what the speedies. That's how they cook them right there. They cook them on the grill, and they put it in a sandwich. I had one of those. I had a speedy sandwich actually at the Strawberry Festival here in Owego. They had the speedies going, and I had a lamb speedy. They cut the speedies up. That's interesting how they say they cut the meat. They use a water jet cutter. So because they cut them up in cubes, okay, and you grill them. Well, you marinate them in the speedy sauce, and then you grill them up, and you put them on a good fresh roll or a slice of Italian bread, and oh, it's so good. It is good. So that gives you an idea of what a speedy sandwich looks like, or how they're cooking. They cook them right there. They had chicken and pork, and lamb is a rarity. We don't eat too much lamb. You know, you figure 100 years ago they had a whole bunch of sheep around here. So where's the lamb? You don't hear that much about lamb. So at the Strawberry Festival that took place here a few weeks ago, actually last week? Or last month. I guess it was last month. So it's been a few weeks already. So I had a lamb speedy sandwich. Oh, it's good. Speedies are they're just good. If you come to this area, you got to try it. You definitely have to try a speedy sandwich. Okay, let's see. That's on Fox 40. Let's see what else we got on Fox 40. I think that's it for Fox 40. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so that's let's see, WEBO, the radio station here. I'm not seeing anything. Let's see for Tioga County. Local news, yeah, Tioga County. What do we got here? What about New York State? It's not working. Hey, what's going on here with my WEBO page? Let's see. Let's try this again here. We refresh it. That might be the ticket there. Let's see. Local and Tioga County. Let's see. Nothing really going on. Yeah, nothing on WEBO. So that's local radio station I listen to. WNBF. What do we have on WNBF? I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there's no. Oh, here's something. Yeah, this could be an interesting. This just came out the other day. It's worth talking about, I think. And that would be when you travel here in the United States, we have the folks at the TSA. They scan you and before you board your airplane and all that. They're the authority transit service, so it's something they take care of all the before you pre-board and all that. But there's been a change in the TSA policy. Oh, let's see. Let me get. Oh, that's not it. Let's see. Where is that? It's right over here. Here we go. This is the one I want. No more shoes. You had to remove your shoes before boarding on an airplane, but there's a policy change that no more shoe removal at TSA for air travel here in the United States. Now, I can't speak for overseas. I don't know if Thamer, if you're still there, do they remove your shoes when you board an airplane there in Riyadh? But this is heading out this summer to a destination requiring flying. Well, hopefully the venture to your destination will be smooth sailing, or should I say flying. First from the a release of the Broome County Office and County Clerk on July 9, 2025, the New York State Department of Motor Vehicles was advised by the Transportation Secretary Administration that the problems with TSA staff at airports scanning New York State enhanced commercial driving license is linked to the Well, what's it say about the shoes? Okay, here it is. That's something else. That they had an issue, I guess, in state here. But according to a recent report, Transportation Security Administration, the TSA, nationwide, when traveling or arriving at TSA checkpoints, the requirement to remove shoes at security checkpoints will no longer be required. Ending the shoe off policy is the latest effort DHS is implementing to modernize and enhance the travel experience across the nation's airports. We expect this change will drastically decrease passengers' waiting time at our TSA checkpoints, leading to a more pleasant and effective passenger experience. As always, security remains our top priority for the TSA. Thanks to our cutting-edge technology advancements and multi-layer security approach, we are confident we can implement these changes while maintaining the highest security standard. This innovation is just one of many that the Trump administration is pursuing to usher in the president's vision of the new golden age of America travel. So that's from Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, who used to be the governor of up there in South Dakota, I believe. So what it is in a nutshell, it means no more shoes to be removed. So that's a good thing. That is a good thing there as far as that goes. I don't think the last time I was on an airplane, that was before TSA. That was before TSA when I got out of the service. That was the last airplane I was on when I came back from Yokota Air Base back in 1997. That's the last time I was on an airplane, folks. I have updated my driver's license to an enhanced, so if I have to travel here in the United States, I can get on an airplane. Because there's a requirement that you have that enhanced. Is it enhanced? It's one of two things. I got the one where I just needed to air travel in the country because if I'm going to go overseas, I got to get a passport. So if you have a passport, you can fly on that. So, but it's always good to make sure you have that. So that was on WNBF News Radio 1290 AM and 92.1 FM. Full disclosure, I have no association with WNBF, but I do like listening to the radio station. They put on some good afternoon talk radio, and some good news comes out of there as far as that goes. Let's see, Channel 12. We've got another Dick's Sporting Goods article. Let's go ahead and bring this up. And this is from Channel 12. This is a local CBS affiliate. And this golf tournament, it's a big deal here. It used to be called the BC Open, but the Dick's Open is a Dick's Sporting Goods. They took over the sponsorship. And John Daly is here. John Daly, he's one of my favorite golfers. He's on the seniors tour. He's quite the character, though. Let's see. Let's go ahead and play this one here.
Things back out to 12 Sports' Michael Villegas, joined now by another member of our 12 News team for a look at the behind the scenes of the annual tournament.
And you're out here and enjoy. And listen, Kevin, thank you for tossing it over us. And this event is so big year in and year out. And there's so many people behind the scenes that get it going, right, Daniel?
Well, absolutely. The people that you're about to hear from are teeing off here at Enjoy this weekend, and they're not going to be leaving with a trophy. But the people that are going to be doing those things, Mike, they won't be doing that without the work of these people. I am here with Mike Crawford, the agronomist for the PGA Tour, Brian Radigan, the club repair technician, Todd Satterfield, the advanced rules official, Julie Cordes, the operations director, Marcus Hassetti, the on-site meteorologist.
We're going to be starting at 5:30 in the morning, which isn't too bad here at this tournament. So we'll start and we'll get out there first thing in the morning. We're mowing greens. We're raking all the bunkers. We're cutting all the new hole locations. And then at the end of the day, once play is done, then we get back out there and work again. And then we're mowing fairways. We're preparing the greens again for tomorrow. And we could work anywhere from another 4 to 5 hours in the afternoon and evening.
What kind of assistance do players usually need with their clubs, or maybe what kind of issues do they typically run into during a week on the tour?
Yeah, there's like checks and balances. They'll check their lies and lost swing weights. Sometimes they need different bounces on wedges. Sometimes clubs aren't working right and they need more launch, less launch, more spin, less spin. Reshafts, regrips, build new clubs, lies and lofts, grinding, the whole anything you need for a golf club, really. And some other things. I mean, we end up fixing bags and, we fix luggage. We do pretty much anything.
We get everything ready rules-wise. It's inside the ropes for when the players get here, painting penalty areas, doing boundaries, working with the agronomy team to make sure things are set when Monday rolls around. This is what we would call a very clean golf course. Not many things to get in the way out there. It's in very, very good condition this year, and we're looking for a great week.
Well, we do different things on different weeks. Like when I came here, I advanced. So I came in, I trained the volunteers, I got the truck set up, worked with the rules officials. It's kind of different every week. We come in, we get together in the morning, we figure out what we're going to do, and then we head out, we work with the volunteers, we work with the rules officials, and we just make sure that the scoring is going well and the scores are coming into TV.
When you see something like a thunderstorm or any severe weather in the forecast, what is your protocol to notify everyone and make sure that everything happens smoothly?
Yeah, so I send out a forecast twice a day, rain or shine. But then people like operations, rules officials, like that, people involved with the tournament will take that information and, we may adjust tee times if we know the threat for thunderstorms is greater at a certain time. So we just try to proactively plan ahead for any weather we might encounter during the league.
There was so much in that package there. And you're telling me you learned a little bit something else? What else did you learn?
Well, I definitely learned what an agronomist is, that's for sure. But no, we see in Broome County how much this event means to people and how much work goes into putting this again together by people here that's done throughout the year. And to see the PGA Tour come in the weeks leading up to this event and actually on the week here, and to see them treated with that same kind of care that we have, it's just a very cool collaboration to see.
It is, and it reminds me of all the people behind the scenes here at WBNG. So we thank all of you, but don't go anywhere. We got more coming up right after the break.
Okay, that's the behind the scenes look of all the people that are involved in the Dick's Sporting Goods golf tournament at Endwell Golf Course in Endicott, New York. And there's a lot of people, a lot of support there. Tony D is in the house. Salute to you, my friend, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. How you doing? Tony D is in the house as far as that goes. And he says good morning to the missus. The missus says good morning, Tony. Glad to have you here. He's coming in on the Rumble there. He's also over there on the Twitch. He's making the rounds here on the Twitch side at 73 degrees Fahrenheit down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, where Tony is at. 88 for the high, 72 and partly cloudy. And Captain Rehab's there because he likes the name of the golf tournament there in Endwell. Just don't be one today, okay, Captain Rehab? I had to say that. I just had to say that. And Captain Rehab is right. The mayor, Tony D. That's what we called him over on the Haps. The mayor. Good to have you here, Tony. Glad to have you. I hope you're doing well. The weekend's here. Get through your day, my friend, and you'll be. And Captain Rehab like that. You like that one, Captain? I had to throw it. What's that? Oh, okay. You got a good morning from the missus there, Captain. She's. Are the air conditioners on?
Yeah, they kick it out and off.
Oh, are they? Oh, okay. Because I couldn't hear. I think the fan's on out there, right?
Yeah.
But that fan's not that loud. Those tower fans.
Oh, they're really quiet.
Yeah, but I think it was the noise of the TV there when she was watching the news. So, but good morning to the mayor. Glad to have you here. We're on our second half here, guys. So we're getting a little livelier here as it. I mean, it was like crickets in here at the beginning of the broadcast, guys. But that's okay. I can swing with that. I don't, Oh. But glad to have you here, Tony. And what's this campaign? The light came on again. What the hell? They're teasing me here, Captain Rehab, with this Read campaign. I see the little green dot there next to Read campaign. And let's see, Tony D with the salute on the YouTube. There's the number on the YouTube. Hey, Tony, on the Facebook count over here, the Facebook count works. The other day, if you're on Facebook, you're going to go to Facebook. You're already on Facebook. Okay, but you're off of Facebook. You popped in, popped off. Okay, because the Facebook number works. I'm keeping the counter up on my broadcast now. I like this. I don't like the comments. But I do like the number indicator up there in the upper right-hand corner. So I can confirm that the Rumble, the Locals, YouTube, Twitch, as you can see, is working. But Facebook, if there's somebody on Facebook, if somebody pops in there, that number will pop. But the two bottom ones over here, the X and the chain link, that's to Kick. They won't go. Let's see who's on. We have 4 people on X Live right now. Thank you, X Live. And then over on Kick, we have, we're still holding at 2 people. So thank you very much. So people are starting to funnel in here, probably waking up this morning because I appreciate you being here as always. And as far as that goes, hair got messed up here. What the hell's going on there? Makeup? Okay, glad to have you here, Tony. And let's see, what else we got here on WBNG? Let's see, we got volunteers participate. We got volunteers that, this is again another story on Captain Rehab's favorite golf tournament. Now that he loves the title. Just don't be one, Captain Rehab, right? Okay, let's see. Let's get back to this one. This is another one. Volunteers participate. There's a lot of volunteers that take part to help take this, make a successful golf tournament here at the Endwell Golf Course for the Seniors PGA. And let's go ahead and listen to this one.
Well, getting 18 holes ready for the Dix Open takes more than just a grounds crew. Every year, dozens of volunteers join the dedicated people who are keeping the grass green for Divot Day. I'm here at Enjoy Golf Club on Divot Day, and I'm going to be working alongside the volunteers and learning a little bit more about what it takes to get the course all ready for a PGA tournament. First, let's learn a little bit more about what Divot Day is.
What we basically do is we try to go across the course, smooth everything out, get it ready so that as the tournament players are playing here, if the ball were to land in the divot, hopefully it'll roll over.
Is that a verb? Can we say divoting?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're divoting.
We take a little sand mix,
Get my dirt.
then we find a divot and we fill it into the hole, and then we try to flatten it out a little bit, kind of level it out. And it's kind of important to level it out too, because you don't want the mowers to actually be hitting that sand.
It's like a little dance. You know, it's like shake, 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 and then you tap, tap, tap.
It takes a village to make sure all the divots are filled up. Many of the volunteers come from the local school district, like the girls from the Union Endicott cheer team.
So tell me a little bit about why you guys decided to come out and volunteer today.
Well, we like to get our girls out in the community. We'd like to show the community that we just don't cheer for the school, but we cheer for the community as well.
We really just want to help out our program, and we volunteer every year, and it's just a lot of fun.
We really instill in our girls volunteering in the community. We do a bunch of different events throughout the school year, and this kind of kicks off our next season.
They help us a lot. We go to nationals, and they just support us like for all of our different events. And so it's really important that we give back and show support for them as well.
In my view, it's great for the kids. The kids are enthusiastic. They help out a lot. It's a big help to us, and hopefully it's a big help to them as well.
Ooh, I didn't even see that was a divot. So you guys are pros.
Well, if you've never volunteered for Divot Day, consider giving it a try. I had so much fun. There's something so therapeutic about just filling some holes with dirt on a Sunday morning. It was really awesome. They usually host 2 Divot Days before the tournament, so just be sure to be on the lookout for that next year.
Okay, there we have it. You got an idea that there's volunteers that work at this golf course, and it gives you an idea. This is a beautiful golf course. I did go to this tournament on Pro-Am Day back in the days when I worked at IBM. I was given a ticket by my manager, and I had the day off with pay to go to this, and it was quite the event as far as going there. And it's a beautiful golf course. And it has to be if it's part of the PGA tournament and stuff like that. So it's very enjoyable as far as that goes. It's a lot of people. I mean, as soon as they get done with this tournament, they're already planning next year's tournament as far as that goes. So let's see, what else do we have? Probably have another story here. Let's see. Filling hole. Yeah, they fill the divots. That's all volunteers. I guess that's important in the golf world, Captain Rehab. I don't know jack about golf, really, other than the last time I played golf was on a captain crew. That's when you have 5 people or 4 people, and whoever gets the closest ball, that's the ball you go with. I'm always was the last. I was there for the beer when I played golf. It's just let's see. Now we got these fairs going on. I don't think is there. Okay, let's go ahead. In Conklin, New York, there's we got the county fair going on. We're going to have a Tioga County Fair here next month, but this gives you an idea. The Conklin Fair is returning for its 52nd year this weekend. Okay, from now until the end of summer, there'll be the New York State Fair, but every county in New York State has a county fair. So we're going to go ahead and this is the one that's out in Conklin, and we'll go ahead and see what this is all about here.
The fair is getting ready to reopen for its 52nd year. The Conklin Fair is looking forward to its best year yet. The fair opens tonight and will run through Sunday. Visitors can buy $30 wristbands for 4 hours worth of rides, including a newly refurbished elephant and Himalaya ride. Fairgoers can also try their hands at all of the classic games and ride the Ferris wheel. Organizers spoke with 12 News about how residents can look forward to it.
Every night we have a band, and we'll have music till 10. Tomorrow night, same thing. We'll have a band up till 10 o'clock, and then Saturday night we have the great fireworks at 10 o'clock when the fair is over.
Platt also tells 12 News that the fair will feature plenty of food being sold by various nonprofits to fundraise.
So there we have it, the Conklin Fair, the county fair, Oh, Conklin Fair, that's the municipality, but they got the county fairs going on as well. So let's see, Captain Rehab. Richard, there were people depicting decapitating on a roller coaster yesterday. Oh, really? What theme park was that? Was that really? Oh, God. I don't go on roller coasters anymore. Let me see if I can find this article. So roller coasters can be dangerous. Let's see what Captain Rehab's got here. He got me looking already here. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, Magic Mountain roller coaster. Unfortunately, details of an accident exactly matching. Let's see. It was yesterday, July 10th. They're not found. What do you mean not found? Okay. Yeah, South Carolina. This is from ABC 7 in Los Angeles. South California family files lawsuit against Six Flags. Oh, that's back in March. That's not even in the news here, Captain Rehab. Yesterday, let's see. That would be what was yesterday? July 10th. Some 25. Let's see what that says. Oh, this was Fast and Furious roller coaster. Universal Studios. Okay, gotcha. Magic Mountain roller coaster. This was no, that was March 19th. This is 20 hours ago. Here, McNabb County. Let's see, I gotta get the ad blocker on this one. McNabb County, McDonald's employee dies after being, no, that's something else. Okay, so that, I don't see any, I'm not getting any actual news on that item here, Captain Rehab, so what we're talking about is Captain Rehab says there's been a roller coaster accident at a theme park at Universal Studios. Which is that the one down in Florida? Fast and Furious. Oh, it might be. Oh, you're looking at it. Might be fake now. I just did a Google on that description, roller coaster, and the last one they have is March. Where did you see that? Dang it! Yeah, you got hoodwinked. I'm not seeing anything. I'm putting roller coaster accident, and there's nothing that pops up. Let's see. I'm putting in roller coaster accident yesterday. Family sue Six Flags. But that goes back to that YouTube goes back to March 2020. And if I go to news, Facebook. Oh, that's fake. I'm not seeing anything, and I'm doing a general news on the Google, and it says there's nothing there. So, what's that?
You can't believe anything on Facebook.
The missus says, Captain Rehab, if you didn't hear that, you can't believe everything, anything, not anything on Facebook. Just don't look at Facebook. It's Captain. Don't worry, Captain Rehab. I've been hoodwinked before too. So that, and the missus told me I take the news that pops up on Facebook. I don't take it serious. I see something, I'll always spot check it. So if you just take it, make sure you spot check it before you drop it in here, okay?
A lot of really smart people get fucked into that stuff, and it's like, I don't believe any of it.
Captain Rehab says, I need to get my news from reliable sources like Rich. All you have to do is Google News, and you get all the news agencies up there and stuff like that to verify it, especially off of Facebook. As far as that goes, I do the same thing with X. I don't look at even something coming off of say Fox News X channel. I always verify that with other news agencies. What's
But
that?
You know what? On Facebook, a lot of stuff gets shared, but it's old news from like 2020 or.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta look at the date
Yep.
too.
Yeah, you
In
got to look.
fine print, there's a date. It's like, yeah, that was 5 years ago.
So there's the recommendations from the missus. Don't believe anything and look at the dates. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. So we can't confirm at this time there was a decapitation on a roller coaster, especially at the Conklin Fair, which was a little roller coaster there. Okay, let's see what else. That was good. Captain Rehab. Oh God, that's good. Oh, let's see here. On channel 12, I think they might have another. Let's see, what do they have? They got we got enough about Dick's Sporting Goods. Okay, that's it for channel 12. Let's see on the Whale, WAAL. Let's see. Nothing there. Channel 34. Oh, wow. Longtime Owego business owner detained by ICE. Cam Fung Restaurant. Well, you know who the owner is. We know the owner. I'm checking it out right here. Hang on. Supporters of Roger Hung, owner of Cam Fung Restaurant, are concerned after he says he was picked up by Immigrations and Customs Enforcement. Wow. And we've known the owner.
Well, we don't know him.
Well, that's the husband of the of what's her face there. They have the kids there. Wow, freaking ICE reaches out right here to little old Tioga County. Members of the community for okay. Yeah, he's lived here all these years. It's a local Chinese restaurant that the owner was detained. Nah, that I don't like hearing that. I believe in what ICE is doing and stuff like that, but I think they got that one wrong because this guy's he's been in the community for like well over 30, 40 years. And he has a business, so what's that?
I think they're getting carried away.
Well, there might be some rambunctious ICE officers. I don't think they're that as a whole. That's just my opinion. But anyway, we're gonna be moving on that. We don't need to be talking about that. That's too. But that just shocked me as far as that's right here in Owego. Okay, let's see. What else we got? And actually, let's. Oh, he was heading into a green card hearing. Okay, so maybe his green card expired. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to move on. We're moving on. Let's see. What do we got here? Channel. Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. And nothing there. So let's go to WENY. And slam dunk and street closure. The Gus Macker tournament returns to downtown Elmira. Is there a video on that? Yes, there is a video. This is an activity that takes place there in Elmira, which is just to the west of us. It's this is off of WENY. Again, full disclosure, I have no affiliation with WENY. But the slam dunk and street closures for the Gus Macker tournament returns to downtown Elmira. Let's see what this is all about. This is in Elmira, New York.
Next
And,
weekend, the Gus
here we
Macker
go.
basketball tournament is making its return to downtown Elmira. The Elmira Police Department has released road closures from July 17th through the 20th, so that's Thursday through Sunday. That includes North Main Street between West Water and West Church, plus West Gray Street near College Avenue. But it's not just
Let
about
me start
traffic.
that over again. I forgot to mute the page, so hang on.
Next weekend, the Gus Macker basketball tournament is making its return to downtown Elmira. The Elmira Police Department has released road closures from July 17th through the 20th, so that's Thursday through Sunday. That includes North Main Street between West Water and West Church, plus West Gray Street near College Avenue. But it's not just about traffic, it's also a full weekend of hoops and fun, from slam dunk contests and a dream court competition to food vendors, trophies, and more. And here's a fun one for you. WENY News will even have some familiar faces from our team lacing up, and they'll meet you at center court.
So there's the basketball tournament that's going out. It's an annual thing, July 17th to July 20th, which is next week. Great. It's going to be a hot one too, I think, as far as that goes. And that's out there in Elmira, New York. It's just about a 20-minute drive to the west here in the next county there. That's off of WENY. Let's see what else we got on WENY. And Freedom Festival in Hornell offers support for celebrations for local veterans. Let's see what that one's about. No, we'll skip that one there. Okay, let's see what else we got. Anything? And no, that's it for WENY. Let's see. My Twin Tier Channel 18 news. Oh, National Glider Competition finishes over there at Harris Hills. Let's go ahead and look at this one here. Stand by for this one. Let me make sure I have this this page. Oh shit. Channel 18. Let's see. I got to bring that back up here. Hang on for a minute, folks. My Twin Tiers. I got to bring that one back up. There it is. Let's go ahead and bring this one up. Okay, come on. Is it going to come up or what? Let's go. Oh, let me refresh this. Let's refresh it. It doesn't want to come up. What the heck? All right, there's more than one way to skin a cat here. We'll go with the full view here. Okay, we're gonna go full view on this one. Oh, let me make sure this is muted. Okay, here we go.
Chemung County will get a grant funded by your tax dollars to pay for a trail to connect the Lackawanna Rail Trail and the Catherine Valley Trail. Congressman Nick Langworthy announced the grant today. The funding comes from the Appalachian Regional Committee. The money is designed for the Chemung Canal Connector.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not about the gliders. What's going on there, folks? What's going on there?
User error?
Oh, I hit the wrong one. It's about airport improvements. Okay, Captain Rehab might know something about this, so. This is the one I want. I want this one right here. This is the article I want right here. Okay, National Glider Competition. This is the one I want for National Glider Competition. Here we go.
A national soaring competition comes to a close at Harris Hill. For more than a week, pilots flew around the area. The person to fly the fastest in each race and win the most points was named the winner. 18 News reporter Stefano Ianni was there for the final takeoffs.
Over here, these gliders are getting ready to soar on the last day of the Club Class Nationals. And while they're in the air, they have to navigate their own skill set without using an engine. Today, pilots were scheduled to fly 67 to almost 170 miles around the Twin Tiers. Pilots must keep track of altitude, airspeed, and check for glider traffic without an engine.
One thing that always sticks out to me in competitions is how many gliders you're flying with. Normally practicing at home, it's just you and maybe one or two other people, and here it's just super cool flying with so many different gliders at once.
I've loved it for 60 years, and I'm so happy to see other young people getting into it now. Personally, I think it's great. This is the contest that has more young people in it and more women in it than any other contest I've been in about 60 years. So that's wonderful.
I've been flying since I was 12, so, I'm 17 now, and it's kind of almost second nature. I'm not the best, but, I can make it around, and you got to be focused, you got to be thinking ahead, thinking 30 minutes, 3 hours ahead. You always have to have a plan, but it's a lot of fun.
But the fun came to a halt as the weather came in and canceled the day, officially ending the 10th day competition.
Even though we hope the weather's going to be good enough to have a good race and a fair race where everybody gets a chance, nobody wants to win on a situation where it's just unfair.
These uncertain weather conditions can make a really big difference in the score sheet. So I wish we had gone, but at the end of the day, we've had 10 days to do this, and we've gotten 5 or 6 really great days in. And that's Mother Nature sometimes. It's how it works out.
In Harris Hill, Stefani Onion, 18 News.
Okay, that's the glider competition out there in Elmira, where at the Elmira Airport, it's known as the glider capital of the world, if not the country. We see gliders out there. They used to have gliders that used to fly out of the Tri-Cities Airport over there in Endicott. There's a small airport there. Elmira Airport, it's a regional airport. It's a pretty good sized airport, wouldn't you say? Somewhat. Yeah. It's not as big as Syracuse, but you can fly out to various locations and stuff like that. Thamer says glider look very risky. No, actually, you got that one kid. He's been flying since he was 13, 14, or since he was 17. I'm sorry. It depends on the weather. They got to be very careful of the weather because, on any given day, there's close to 20 gliders that fly off there at Elmira Airport, and it's sort of like it just no engine. All you hear I've never been in a glider, but they say it's pretty expensive, those gliders now. There's people back in the day that used to make theirs, but would I go up in one? I don't think so. I don't think I would, but so that's out there in Elmira. They have that event every year here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And let's see what else we got here. Local news. That's the gliders. Let's see, painted post. And Kids Farms Market comes to Southern Tier in July. Oh, let's see. What's that? Thamer says, I bet it's safer than a Oh yeah, I would say it's a helicopter is a whole different ball game. A helicopter pilot, and believe me, I've rubbed elbows with many a helicopter pilot. One particular pilot that I knew, he used to fly pararescue folks back in the day, and I got to know him real well. He's down in Georgia flying with his son at I think down there where Tony's at he's flying he's flying Sikorsky 60s there, but his call sign was Kilroy. He would tell me flying a helicopter is like sitting or standing on a ball, because you have two controls that you have to be in perfect sync. because you got to worry about that rotor in the back and the rotor up top, and then the various other kick configurations. So I would say a glider probably would be a little bit safer. As far as that goes, a helicopter, I don't know. I've been on some helicopters in my day back in the Air Force, and it's just like they can be a little bit hairy, my friends, as far as that goes. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's go to Penny Saver. Anything of the Penny Saver? Yeah, let's go to the Penny Saver. This is on the Penny Saver. We're talking about county fairs, and here's this is the Penny Saver. It's a local, comes out weekly. I get this every Sunday for the missus. It's a actual paper publication, but they're talking about the Tioga County Fair coming up soon. The agricultural community, demo community, the Tioga County Fair Board, and a host of volunteers will be joining together from August 5th to August 9th to host this year's Tioga County Fair at the Tioga County Fairgrounds here in Owego, New York. One of the longest running agricultural fairs. Guests will be able to learn about all things agricultural and maybe take in a demolition derby. They have the demolition derby. That's a county fair staple, having a demolition derby where you get these beat up cars and you go head to head. The return of the Dash for Cash and Power Wheels Derby. Rodeos, there's a rodeo there. Upon entering the fair, guests can enjoy all the attractions, and I guess it's $16 a day to get into the gate. $1 cash discount purchase a wristband with cash will be offered throughout the week. Me and the missus are talking about going there. And one of the things at a county fair, got to show you this picture. That's the demolition derby, but it's all about agricultural. So you got the goats there. So guests can browse the fairgrounds in the morning from 9 to 11. They're going to have various farm animals there and stuff like that. And there's the county fair logo right there. So that's what's going to happen here in Tioga County in August, as far as that goes. And we have one right here in the Tioga County Fair is at Marvin Park. And that's actually where I parked to go downtown for the Strawberry Festival, as far as that goes. So they put on a pretty good deal. I went there once years and years ago. I think back then it was $12 to get in, and now it's 16. So I don't know. It just it'd be nice if they had it for free, but I guess they got some overcosts they got to pay for and stuff. Most county fairs, I think the state county fair, you got to pay to go into the venues also, as far as that goes. So let's see what else we got here. That was on the Penny Saver, which is an actual newspaper. You can go check them out online at OwegoPennySaver.com. And I have no affiliation with the Penny Saver, just a local actual newspaper, but they are online. Let's see, nothing at KGB. Let's see. There's nothing on 104 KISS. And let's see, what's this? Up in Buffalo. There's nothing here on Power 93 that pops out. And that's it. What happened to the other one? Okay. We're all good there. So I think we're about done here on the news thing. And we're coming up on 2 hours, so let's see. I think we're going to wrap this up and get our day started. We're at the top of the hour at 8 o'clock, 8:01 actually, and we'll see what the day brings. We're definitely not going to go for a walk. It's 70 degrees right now, so it's 74 inside, but the humidity is probably, it's still foggy out. The fog is still sitting there. It's starting to clear up a little bit, but so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's see. What do I have? Looks sunny out there. Yeah, it's going to be a sunny day as far as that goes, Hammer. Let's see. Let me bring up the radar here. What do we got on the radar? Anything? Nothing on the radar. Let me show you the local radar here before we leave. Here's the local radar right now. This is the Doppler that I use from College of DuPage. There's Broome County, and here's Tioga. This is all coming out of the Broome County Airport, but this is Tioga County right here. There's nothing on the radar. So, and this goes out to about 100 nautical miles from Binghamton. That's Binghamton Regional Airport. Actually, Elmira Airport is out here. I would go to Elmira Airport before I go out of Binghamton. I used to go out of Binghamton and stuff, but so there's our current weather, and but with that, that's about it for now, folks. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left. I want to say thank you very much, Thammer, for being here and taking part in the chat. Greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. Nice day to picnic. Yeah, there we go. Except that it's the humidity and heat can get to you, unless you have a nice shade tree, which we have a couple trees back here, like right. Let's see. Let me get this right. Right there. That's the maple tree right there. That's a nice shade tree that covers the back there as far as that goes. But thank you, Thammer, for being here in the chat. Greatly appreciate Captain Rehab, both you and Thammer. Thank you for your commentary in the chat. Tony D, thank you very much for being here also. Greatly appreciate it. And I think that's all we had. We only had 3. A little light today, but that's okay. Everybody's out doing something, which is the prime objective of doing things. So, but I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, wishing you all well. You all have a great day today. Have a great weekend, and appreciate it. And thank you too, Thammer. He's saying thanks for sharing. Thank you for sharing, and enjoy your day, everyone. Yes, thank you, Thammer, for saying that. Thank you for taking part. Greatly appreciate it. Our good friend from Riyadh. The city of Riyadh in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Greatly appreciate it, Thammer. You have a great weekend, and we will be back. We'll be doing something this weekend, probably doing some gaming or something like that. But other than that, we will be back Monday for the Monday morning coffee, as usual, as scheduled. And other than that, you all have a great one. I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over here on Rumble, and at Fireman Rich over there on X, my mainstay as far as posting on all these posting on the social media front there. And I do post on other platforms. I've got the public Facebook, The Real Fireman Rich. Look at the links on whatever platform you're on. But if you want to see all the other ones, just Google at Fireman Rich. I think Google does a good job showing where I'm at on this thing. But I'm on X at Fireman Rich. So you all have a good one. And have a great weekend. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks, and enjoy. We are out of here.